Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to look at some basic input commands, along with using the basic commands as well. So in order to do this, we obviously need to go back into the website. So let's go back into the website, microbit make code, and you'll notice that I have this already saved here. So this is saved here from the last time. So tutorial 1 page 88, that's what I created in the previous video. If I go to view all here beside the projects, all the projects I've created will obviously show on the screen here. Okay. How you monitor them if you make mistakes and stuff and you don't want to get them too full up, you can click on these and you can select delete if you want. I don't want to delete these because I want them here. So you can delete them if you're making mistakes, you want to tidy up your actual dashboard. So let's go back here, and if you delete anything, it obviously disappears from here. So I want to go to new project. This time it's tutorial 2. Tutorial 2. And it's on page, let's double check what page it's on. I think it's on page 89. So let's go back in here on page 89 and we'll select create. Okay, and the reason I'm labeling these, so whenever you build all these up, you can go back and look through these and you'll see what actually commands you actually used previously. So in this, we want to click on smiley buttons tutorial. So you can go and click on the smiley buttons tutorial as I showed you in the previous video and follow the steps shown on the screen. Alternatively, click on your project and follow the outline steps below. So we're going to place an on press button. So you see this is purple, all right? And when I press it, I want to show LEDs block. Okay, so when I press it, and I want to put in a smiley face. Okay, so let's go on input command purple, take out the button, and get rid of these blue blocks just for now. Bring them over and it's dropped on the recycling bin. Okay, so you'll notice when I go into it, I can click on A and I can change the letter A and B around. So A and B, I can have when button A and B is pressed together. You'll see over here in the simulator the A and B button now appears. If I change it back, you'll see that it disappears. Okay, and I play, and see it disappears. Okay, so you can change the buttons. There's 2 buttons in it. There's one button A and another button B, and they are obviously built into it. And you can obviously press A and B together with your thumbs or your fingers if you had the actual microbit in front of you. So I wanted to, when button A is pressed, I want a smiley face to appear on the screen. So you can do this. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can bring in the show LEDs and do your smiley face. There's his eyes, and there's a nose, and there's my smile. And you can do it whatever way you want. You can follow it on the book as well if you want to follow the book one. Okay, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's what I have. So we'll click on LEDs. So click on LEDs to create a smiley face. I've done that. I've created my one. I want to be different. So press the button A on the simulator to see the smiley face. So let's press on the button A. Sorry there, I didn't mean to click on that. Just press button A and you see there's my smiley face. It looks a little weird, doesn't it? It doesn't look right. So let's go back and change that. So I don't like the look of that. I'll go along here and change this down. And I'm going to make these bigger. Make my eyes bigger. And now press A. And it just takes a while to go across. Press play. And there's my smiley face. It just looks a little bit more like a face. Okay, and I obviously have one extra here. Get rid of that. And you'll see that it'll mend over here on the simulated. Press button A. Okay, so there we go. That's it. Let's go back and see what it tells me to do then. So it tells me now to place another on button press block and another show LEDs block. Okay, so I can 2 ways of doing this. So I need another one of these. So I can go into input and copy this out and take out the basic one and drop it in. Okay, now you'll see here that this stays in grey. The reason it's staying grey because I already have one button nice press. I can't have the same program again over here, same block code over here. If I change this and put in button B, sorry, change and put in button B, you'll see that it actually highlights. And now it'll actually work properly because we have 2 separate buttons on button pressed. Okay, so that's one way of bringing them in. Or if you want to, you could left click on your mouse and hit duplicate. And you'll see that it duplicates for you. And it's the same issue as you had previously because A is highlighted. Change that to B. Okay, so this time I want on button B is pressed, I want a sad face. Let me double check it's a sad face. So okay, so I want sad face to appear again. So there's 2 ways you can do this. I actually didn't show you the previous way. I'm going to get rid of this one. I don't want this anymore. I want to get rid of this. If you go back into basics and you go to show icon, bring in the show icon, drop it in here, and you'll see that there's a number of emojis here already. We have happy, sad, not sure what these mean. That's an angry one there anyway. Bring in the sad face, and you'll see this is a little easier than you actually creating your own profile. So you'll notice now when I go over to the simulator on the thing and press play, when I press button A, happy face comes up. Press button B, sad face comes up. Okay. And if I go back to the textbook, you'll see that it says add a secret mode that happens when buttons A and B are pressed together. When button A and B is pressed together. So let's bring that in. And I'm going to change it. Bring in, again, you can duplicate this or you can bring in the input command again. So I'm just going to bring it in a block. I'm going to change it to when button A and B is pressed. What do I want to happen? Let's go back and see what emojis are available to me and the show icon block. And I want it to go secret command. It's going to show me the skull. Okay, so press button A, happy face. Press button B, sad face. When you press button A and B, the skull face now appears, or a mushroom, whatever it looks like to you. It looks like a skull to me. So there are the new commands you learned in this lesson. So mess around them yourselves and have a little go. Okay.